Hey everyone, imagine opening your mail and finding a letter that says your water bill is about to skyrocket by 36%, in the middle of a national cost of living crisis. Sounds absurd, right? Well, if you live in Orcutt or parts of Santa Maria or Nipomo, this isn't hypothetical. Golden State Water Company just dropped a bombshell proposal that could add $45 to monthly bills for some residents. And honestly, the more I dig into this, the more questions I have. Let's unpack why this isn't just about water, it's about corporate priorities, infrastructure neglect, and who really pays the price. First, let's talk numbers. A 36% increase isn't a tweak, it's a sledgehammer. For someone already shelling out $80 a month like Deborah Lewis in Sisquoc, that's a 50% jump. But here's what immediately stands out, the company's justification. Golden State's GM, Mark Zimmer, claims this is about upgrading 70-year-old infrastructure. Groundwater wells, pipelines, fire hydrants, all the stuff we take for granted until it fails. But wait a second. If these systems are so ancient, why does the bill shock feel sudden? What many people don't realize is that utility companies often delay maintenance for decades, then pass the costs to ratepayers all at once. It's like letting a car's engine seize before finally changing the oil. Now, the resident backlash is totally understandable. Carolyn Castillo calls the hike ridiculous, and honestly, who can blame her? But what's fascinating here is the disconnect between the company's logic and public perception. From my perspective, Golden State is playing a high-stakes game of chicken. They're betting that outrage won't outweigh necessity, that people will ultimately pay up because water isn't optional. And they're probably right. But this raises a deeper question: when a private company controls a lifeblood resource, where's the line between profit and public good? Here's where it gets even murkier. The proposal includes merging Santa Maria and Los Osos into a single, rate-making area. On paper, this spreads costs across more customers, which Zimmer frames as a fairness move. But let's dissect this. Consolidation could mean wealthier areas subsidize poorer ones, or the opposite. A system is only as fair as its math. And if you're not in the affected zones, this sets a dangerous precedent. What this really suggests is that no one's bill is safe if infrastructure debt keeps piling up. Think of it like a credit card: utilities charge interest through delayed maintenance, then demand full payment later. And then there's the timing. The CPUC hearings are months away, with rate changes potentially starting in 2028. Wait, 2028? That's 6 years to plan, right? Except here's the twist: the company's infrastructure is already failing now. If calcified pipes are causing bad tastes today, how does a 2028 timeline fix immediate issues? This feels like selling a fire extinguisher after the house is already burning. In my opinion, this mismatch between urgency and action exposes a systemic flaw in how we regulate monopolies. The process is so slow that by the time approvals happen, crises have already cycled through. But let's zoom out. This isn't just a California problem. Aging infrastructure is a national time bomb. The American Society of Civil Engineers gave the US a D+4 water systems in 2021. So while Santa Maria's fight feels local, it's a microcosm of a trillion-dollar dilemma. How do we fund upgrades without crushing ratepayers? Should taxes cover this instead? And if private utilities can't balance profit with reinvestment, should we rethink privatization altogether? These are the questions we need to be asking. So here's my closing thought: the next time you pay a utility bill, remember, it's not just a transaction. It's a vote for the kind of infrastructure, and companies, we deserve. Are we okay with reactive fixes and surprise hikes? Or should we demand proactive investment, even if it means smaller, steadier increases? Drop a comment below: is your utility company preparing for the future, or kicking the can down the road?